Let's take A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. Before we start the Quran, we have to say A'udhu Billah. A'udhu Billah means I seek refuge, I take refuge in Allah from Shaitan, the outcast. So A'udhu means I take refuge. A'udhu, I take refuge. You see, in all our industries, we say safety first. Is that right? Allah taught it 1400 years ago. Safety first. Get protection from your main enemy who is always there. Imagine, he's there, the jinn. I tell the children, suppose in this hall there are more than 100 people, there are 100 jinns here. They are here. Okay, because Prophet ﷺ said each one of you has a jinn, has a shaitan, and he is a jinn. But don't be scared, there are 2 angels. For every jinn you have 2 angels, at least 2. Maybe there are more. Okay, so don't be scared and say that that house has a jinn. You have a jinn with you, why are you scared? So, A'udhu, I take refuge. A'udhu means, I take refuge. Billahi, in Allah. Billahi is be in Allah. In Allah. Billahi is in Allah. Min is from. In Quran, min comes 3,000 times. With pronouns, which we learn min. Very important word. And this is how we learn. Just from the examples, the simple examples. So if you forget the meaning of min, just remember A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. I take refuge in Allah from shaitan. Oh yeah, min means from. This is how you can recall. Okay, so you have to learn each and every word of your daily prayer. Each and every word has to be clear. So min is from. A-shaitan, Satan, a-rajim. The outcast. How do you remember the meaning of rajim? Do you think shaitan is close to Allah? No. He is outcast, rejected, thrown away. So the meaning of rajim is thrown away. That's how you can remember a-rajim, the outcast, the thrown away. A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. Can you translate? A'udhu, I seek refuge. Billahi, min, a-shaitan, a-rajim, outcast. Again, once more. A'udhu Billahi, min, a-shaitan, a-rajim, outcast. A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. Translate? This is how we proceed. Each lesson has part from the Quran, part from the grammar, and a trick on brain. And I just want to share one brain trick which will be very useful for you, especially the students, the young people. It's good for old people also. I just want to share one more thing. As a Muslim, especially for students, I tell them one thing. If you don't feel like studying physics, chemistry, mathematics, geography, sociology, most probably it is from shaitan. You'll say, come on. What has shaitan got to do with mathematics and physics? Maybe Quran I accept, I understand. But why physics and chemistry? I say very simple. It's very simple. If I explain you, you will say yes. You are a Muslim child, for example, going to school in 3rd grade, 5th grade. If you study very good, what will happen? You will come out with flying colors, you will pass with nice numbers, and ultimately you will get good education, good job. And you will end up, participating in forums like this, and you will help Muslims because you have money. So you will give 22 KD, 2 KD or 20 KD for Muslims, and you will go to prayer, and it's a continuous headache for shaitan to stop you. It's a continuous headache. But suppose shaitan is successful to dissuade, to turn that student away from education. Now the guy miserably fails, or he is a dropout. What will he do? He will start selling vegetables or pulling rickshaws. He will not have understanding of Islam. He will not have time to pray. He will not have 2 rupees to donate. And shaitan can relax the rest of his life. I kill this guy. Is this strategy clear to you? Of course, you think shaitan is an idiot? No, he's very smart. So even for students, I say, whenever you don't feel like studying, mathematics, physics, chemistry, say, A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. You feel like talking in the class, say, A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. And even in the Network Achievers Forum, Net Achievers Forum, if you have any disturbance, first thing you should do Say A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem. Because Shaitan never wants, especially the organizations, Muslim organizations. You know the curse of Muslims today is, all of us agree that we don't have unity. We should be united. But look, we have so many countries, so many organizations. We are in India, I know. How many millions, 200 millions, 150 millions, 15 crores. And we are divided. Why? Because our relationship with the Quran is gone. Allah said, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. All of you hold together to the rope of Allah. And together we have left Quran, the rope of Allah. Together, en masse. 99% of educated Indian Muslims do not understand one line of the Quran. It's an ultimate utter shame. We should be, ashamed of ourselves. As a professor, if a student gets 50 marks in the exam, I give him fail grade. And if a nation does not understand, if 99% of a group does not understand the Quran, I would say giving fail grade to that educational system of Muslims is an insult to the fail grade. It's really, I don't know, this is a disaster. Anything we do has to come through the Quran. If we leave the Quran, the foundation is gone. I was invited by South African Association of Muslim Schools, and I told them, they don't have Quran as essential part of the curriculum. Neither we have. I said, you are talking of building Islamic schools, building a high structure, without the foundation. You are beating around the bush. All of your teachers should know from Alif Lam Mim to An-Nas, every word of the Quran. What Islamization are you talking? What Islamic system are you talking? You don't know the Quran? And still we are so comfortable not understanding the Quran. I mean, this is really, Shaitan has been extremely successful in programming us, in keeping us away, en masse, away from the Quran. And we don't even realize. This is even worse. We don't have, even people, when we talk to them, they'll say, yes, we should understand the Quran. And you meet him after 1 month, 6 months, and say, how's it going? Say, yeah, I just got busy. Come on. Is the book which will take us to the heights. I know I'm maybe running out of time, so I'll just give 2-3 hadiths and stop. The Prophet ﷺ said, خَيْرُكُمْ مَنْ تَعَلَّمَ الْقُرْآنَ وَعَلَّمَهُ. The best of you is the one who learns the Quran and teaches it. You may have learned 1,000 things in your life. The best thing you learn is the Quran. And he said, يُقَالُ لِصَاحِبِ الْقُرْآنِ اقْرَأْ وَارْتَقِي. On the day of judgment, and I stopped in this hadith, on the day of judgment, when a Muslim will be made to enter Jannah, he will be told, يُقَالُ لِصَاحِبِ الْقُرْآنِ, the companion of the Quran, he will be told, اقْرَأْ وَارْتَقِي, recite and go high in Jannah. وَرَتِّلْ كَمَا كُنْتَ تُرَتِّلُ فِي الدُّنْيَا, and recite as you used to recite in this world. فَإِنَّ مَنْزِلَتَكَ, indeed your position in the day of judgment is in the آخِرِ آيَةٍ تَقْرَأُهَا, at the last verse you recite. All of us, including myself, when we come to the Gulf, the first thing we do is, after saving, we make a house. Is that right? Is that same with you? Yes, with every one of us, we start making a house in India. And most of us are not willing to go back to India until we retire. Okay? 99% of us. And we know that when we go to that house, we will be very old, if we live. And maybe we will be able to live in that house for 10, 15 years, 20 years. And the more we live, the more dangerous it will become, because the old age will overtake. For that house, we spend hours and hours in overtime, in commitment, we sweat ourselves for that house.